My name is Dusty. I've been lost in the woods for 16 years. I have no money. I have no home. I had to eat my children.
I don't need your whole life story, pal. Take my hand. What troubles you?
I would tell you, but I fear I'd be unveiling my whole life story.
I appreciate your judgment. Do you see this briefcase?
I do.
My having this briefcase makes me a very important man. I have 7 more just like it back home. I bet you can imagine how important of a man this makes me. Do you have a briefcase?
I have a bucket. It's where I take my shits.
You can have this briefcase.
I'd appreciate that.
But I can't just give it to you.
I'd have to steal it.
That wouldn't be good for you. I have a sniper perched 500 yards away. His crosshairs are trained on your face.
It'd be bad to steal it.
You need to earn it.
I don't know how to earn it. This upsets me.
Don't fret, my friend. In all lines of work, people care about what others have done for them lately. You need to find something, and you need to do it lately.
I threw a cat in a wood chipper.
When was that?
1986. It was the winter.
That's nowhere near lately enough.
You have a boy on your leg.
You have a good eye.
I killed the boy.
He was paying rent.
I'm sorry. I wasn't aware.
This is the first time I've felt my foot in 6 months. And I have 24 other of the boy back home, drinking milk. Don't be sorry.
Was that good deed performed lately enough?
I believe it was. Take this briefcase. Inside you'll find enough money to purchase a new set of clothing. Use the money accordingly. In 18 hours, meet me at these coordinates. That is where we'll proceed with our interview.
Okay.
If your performance thus far is any indication of your potential as an employee, I project that your productivity will fall near the 50th percentile by the end of the quarter.
Is that good?
it's average.
I've always been very punctual. When I threw that cat in the wood chipper, we had an appointment for 11 a.m.
Eastern or Central?
Eastern. The job was done by 10:56.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Tell me everything I should know about you. Be careful not to overindulge. Where'd you learn that?
Magic school.
I never realized you were a magician.
I'm not. I just went to magic school.
Do another trick.
It's made from asbestos. I think I hit someone.
There's a boy right there.
I've seen that boy before.
He's paying rent.
Should I exterminate him?
You can. Just know your performance will be evaluated. I see you've used a portion of your funds to purchase a weapon.
I did.
Excellent choice.
Thank you.
You made quick work of the boy.
That's no boy. Trust me.
All my notes are gone. What did you do?
I told you, I was going to exterminate them.
You were supposed to exterminate the boy, not my notes.
So what? I did it anyway.
But why?
There can't be any record of what I'm about to tell you. This needs to stay between two people, and those two people are you and me.
But how am I supposed to document your qualifications?
Sear them into your brain. I have a feeling it won't be very hard for you to do.
Okay.
I didn't put that pussy through a wood chipper because I felt like it. I did it because I had to.
I don't recall you ever mentioning a pussy.
The pussy was a cat. But it wasn't just any cat. It was Carl Crackjacker's cat. Do you know who Carl Crackjacker is?
No.
Of course you don't. You don't know who Carl Crackjacker is because you never went to magic school. Carl Crackjacker, age 13. Height, 4'2". Weight, 278 pounds. August 13th, 1978. Carl Crackjacker sits atop the third two-bed bunk bed set in cabin 6. Rebecca Schumacher is the name of the counselor who put his hefty ass on the top bunk. Only she didn't know something.
Yeah, she didn't know the boy that slept in Carl's bed before him Yeah.
Just so happened to be teething.
Teething. Yeah.
It was a medical anomaly.
Oh, yeah, I bet so.
A 13-year-old boy with a beard down to his knees. Teeth didn't even grow in yet.
That doesn't add up, I tell you. Yeah.
Don't. You know what that boy did?
No, what'd he do?
Yeah, he bit down on the supports of that bunk bed and chewed on them. Gummed them up all night, every night, for 3.5 weeks.
Really? I don't buy it.
Oh, but he did.
Okay.
1 year later, they found 11 pounds of maple wood splinters hiding in his gums. Those pricks and splinters bled him dry. It was the smoking gun. By that point, whenever they found out about the splinters in his gums, it was too late. Carl Crackjacker already did what he did. He broke that bed frame. Those beams were filed down to nothing. You couldn't even see them without squinting. That teething boy gummed them all up. Carl Crackjacker broke that bed frame. He fell off. You know who he landed on? You know who that fat-ass kid's ass landed on?
No, where'd he land?
Well, shit. You don't know a whole lot, do you?
Yeah, I don't know. You took my notes. How am I going to know anything?
Do you know where that fat ass landed?
No.
Do you know where that fat ass landed?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Fucking piss. No.
Yes.
I'm not going to say no again.
Yes.
I already told you, all those boys are paying rent. Why do you keep killing them?
Where did the fat ass land?
I told you. I don't know. I can't say.
He landed on me. I was in critical condition for 30 years. For 15 of those years, I was molded into Carl's backside. The nurses had to feed a tube through Carl's sternum and around his spinal column and stick it in my mouth just to feed me. If it wasn't for the bile building in my soul, I would have given up. I would have let the void swallow me. But I gritted my teeth, and I hung in there. I sat through the scorching summers, where the sweat brewing in the folds on Carl's back had nowhere to slither but down my throat. I sat through the winters, where the mosquitoes would burrow into his flesh, and then into mine, because it was the only warmth they could find. 15 years of that. Then it was 15 years of adrenaline shots and electrical pads getting stuck into my temples just so I could learn to move my toes again. By the time I relearned how to walk, it was all worth it. It was worth it when I broke into Carl's house and stole his cat. When I took that cat and threw it through a wood chipper. When Carl called the cops on me and sent me on the run with the kids I didn't even know I had because while I was in critical condition, my parents signed me up to be a sperm donor because they didn't know if I'd live long enough to reproduce. Then apparently, whoever the lady was who got my sperm didn't like the way the kids turned out, so she sent them back to me. I had to eat those kids. No choice but to do something like that when you've been on the run for half a dozen years, right? But anyway, I kept running. I ran until everyone forgot who I was. And Grandpa always told me, when everyone forgets who you are, you need to get a damn job.
I'm sorry, but we can't offer you a position at this juncture.
Why not?
Despite the merit of your story, it just so happens to be what is essentially your whole life story. I believe I made my requests and conditions clear during our first meeting.
But what about all I've done for you lately? You said all that matters is what I've done for you lately. And I've done a whole hell of a lot.
You haven't done very much at all for us lately.
I just killed all those boys.
I told you, they were paying rent. I rely on them for supplemental income.
What about that one I strangled in the woods? He was eating your leg.
That was yesterday. That wasn't very lately. I'm going to need your stipend back. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah.